Welcome to this mini lesson about digital storytelling. My name is Francesca Rossi and I would like to give you some knowledge in order to process a method and define how to create storytelling for a non-profit organization. We're gonna start from why and which are the main and useful characteristics of social media and digital storytelling that can make the difference for the mission of an NPO. Understanding their main elements is fundamental to narrate good stories. Why is it crucial to consider storytelling and social media into our NPO project? Many NPOs share the important goal of raising awareness about specific issues. The power to share stories through user-friendly platforms and media is a game changer in communication. In this larger context, it's vital to handle social media with care, follow their rules, and thoughtfully select the content we wish to promote. What's even more essential is building authentic communities that connect with and help spread our message. So, it's important to remember and make use of the innovative future of social media platforms, such as integrating different forms of content like visuals, music, infographics, and speeches to convey a message. Encouraging interaction and engaging with the audience directly, fostering meaningful dialogues that turn our audience into active readers and members of a genuine community. Utilizing the growing array of creative and user-friendly tools to express ideas, share stories, and disseminate information. Especially for NPOs, the power of stories is highly important in conveying their mission and vision. To identify meaningful and efficient content is crucial to design a comprehensive project that speaks about us in every message. And good planning begins with asking questions to establish our identity, our tone of voice, and communication objectives. Treating an NPO as a true brand allows us to clarify the essence of the project itself, establish consistent strategic objectives to achieve, and make our values recognizable within every narrative form we adopt. With content creation and distribution becoming easier, it's crucial to target the right audience for our project. To turn content into a compelling story, we must begin by analyzing and understanding our audience behaviors, experience, and needs. This approach not only raises an awareness about a topic, but also fosters direct engagement, which is a key goal for NPOs. If we don't take this into account, we risk that our story won't be told in a shared language or won't be interesting to our listeners, leading them to scroll on. Once you consider your brand identity and your audience, start to focus on which stories you could or you have to express to describe your values and objectives closer as a far one. You could discover some creative brand new concept, as you could see in a clearest way which protagonists, places, past and future events could be a great concept to plan several storytellings. Keep in mind that an important and basic rule in storytelling is to establish and be coherent with the viewpoint you choose to tell your story. For instance, using the first person in storytelling is a narrative approach in which the protagonist or the narrator himself tells the story from the inside, using the pronouns I and me. This style creates an intimate bond between the narrator and the reader, gives communication a sense of authenticity, offering a personal and often engaging perspective, using empathy and trying to establish a strong connection. Just mind that the first person narration is highly subjective. Using the second person viewpoint in storytelling is a narrative approach that directly involves the reader or listener, making them experience the story as if they were the protagonist. This narrative style creates an immediate and intimate connection between the reader and the story, making them emotionally involved and having them adopt the viewpoint of the main character. The second person is the point of view useful for directly involving our interlocutors and creating interaction. It can be used to ask questions and provide the opportunity to choose the outcome of the story. This can make them feel like an active part of the plot and influence the course of events, for example. By using the third person, you can have different viewpoints. Objective, when the author observes and tells the story according to the actions of the characters, or the third person omniscient, when the author gives readers a broad view of the story. There is also another third person point of view that uses the subjective or limited third person, and that's the viewpoint where the narrator tells the story using he, she, or they, but becomes the spoken person for the events, emotions, and perspective of the subject. Exploring the key concept of your project in relation to the mission and values you want to convey will reveal different types of content and storytelling useful for your objective. Some of them will serve to express your point of view and create greater awareness in your readers, while others should be more persuasive to enhance engagement and call for direct participation. In the first case, the narrative should be argumentative, present data, express a vision or a need, and prompt your audience to reflect. In the second case, it will be necessary to be convincing, foster interaction, and clearly present your goal. To recap, these fundamental first elements to reflect and decide on when you are planning your digital strategies of contents should be focused on different questions, as you can read in the following bullet point. All the answers you get at the beginning of your design project will give you a roadmap and will let you define a planning of social media contents to develop written and visual storytelling. Thanks for your attention. I hope you will find this basic notion useful to your projects. I will dig deeper into the topic in our next class. See you then!